Hello and welcome to Intuition with Marnie Lynn. How are you today? I'm doing really good. So what I have decided to do every morning is after I've taken Leela out for her walk, the first walk of the day, I make myself a beautiful cup of coffee and we sit out on the balcony for at least 2.5 hours every morning. I decided that I would treat myself with doing something that I love to do first thing in the morning, and then after I've done that, I would get into my daily chores and what I have to do for the rest of the day. So far, it has been working perfectly because I've never allowed myself to enjoy the things that I love to do first thing in the day. I've always worked to get everything that I had to do done for the day, and then if I had time, do what I like to do. But I've changed my mind and I'm enjoying it. It's something I should have done a long time ago, but now that I'm doing it, I'm really enjoying it. So I believe today is number 66 days in a row. Unbelievable. No. And as soon as I turn the camera on, I don't know what I want to say. And if I don't turn it on, then I have some ideas of what I want to talk about. What I can talk about today is I have 3 of my books that I have published right here, right now. And I have one that's in the Life's Lessons series called Suicide and Grief. And what this is how I dealt with the suicide of my eldest daughter back in 2006. She had taken Zyban to quit smoking, and the doctor hadn't told her the side effects of Zyban and that she needed to be closely monitored by family members to evaluate her mood swings and just how she was acting and the side effects from taking Zyban. And she'd been on Zyban full strength for about 3 months when she contacted me to tell me that she was terrified that something was happening to her and she wasn't feeling right. And what I found was when I wrote this book, and I wrote it in 2016, so 10 years later, it really helped me to deal with the issues that came up from it. I was on a negative blood site on the internet, and I was one of the moderators for the site, and I did that for a few years, and I posted my feelings and my thoughts and what I was experiencing on this website. And the thread that I started was about suicide and grief, and I took the comments that people in the group were making about their own experiences of dealing with someone who had passed on from suicide or just someone who had passed on. And it's very informative, all the different points of view, and just knowing I wasn't alone out there. So I put it all together in this book. It's up on Amazon, and you can also get it on Kindle as a Kindle book. And it's really, really a wonderful little book. It shows you the stages of grief. I've got some pictures of my daughter in here. She'd probably be horrified if she saw the pictures, but it's helped me to deal with the grief from her passing. And I have lots of different steps. There's some exercises. There's suggestions on what you can do to help yourself get through a bout of grief. And grief, as you probably already know, comes in waves, and the waves can be tsunami sized. They can be little ripples. It doesn't really matter. The grief comes when you're ready or not to feel and experience the emotions that each wave brings up, and they bring up lots of different emotions. It's incredible. So this is a really, like I say, this is an interesting book that I have up on Amazon right now. And it really helped because I was able to get all the mental stuff out that I needed to into a book to help other people. And it helped me. So that was really a wonderful experience. So that was lesson 1, or volume 1 in Life's Lessons. And I have 2 other volumes. The second volume is called Psychic Intelligence. What does this mean? And what I'm explaining here is some of the different psychic abilities that I have experienced myself, and just a little definition of what each ability is like. And it has also helped me to understand myself better, because I believe that the reason why they being the powers that be, created the DID or MPD in me was to take my abilities that I have and fracture the mind to where I am or was unable to put the pieces back together enough to be able to use all these abilities that I have, and to be able to use them like I do now. So this is volume 2 in my Life's Lessons series. There's a set of twins. They're called the Psychic Twins, I believe, and they had a book out called Psychic Intelligence, and I didn't want to be the same as theirs. And then volume 3 is a fun way to map out dreams. And this was a book that my daughter, who had committed suicide, Rachel, she and I wrote together, and she put it together for us back in, I think it was 2000, that we did this book together. And I put it all together into this soft-covered book, paperback book format, so that it would be easy for people to use. And I have also in here a whole list of dream interpretations, or everyday symbols that Edgar Cayce came up with. So I put them in the book, and there's lots of pages for notes. There's pages that show you what it looks like to write out a dream, and it helps to explain dreams, how they work, and different things like that. So these are the Life's Lessons series that I have on Amazon, and they're also available in Kindle. So they are 6 years old. Actually, yeah, 2016, 6 years ago. Wow, that I did all that. It really helped me to clean out my mind with all these thoughts that were jumbling up. And since I did a whole bunch of books in a couple of years, it has left a lot of room for me to be able to come up with more information and more ways to learn more about me, which is very important, because if we don't know who we are, how is anyone else going to figure out who we are? And as I have said in the past, you have to be kind to the reflection in the mirror, because that's your best friend, and your best friend is you. So I'm going to do a 1-card reading using my zebra cards, and these are my wisdom cards series. Wisdom cards are a type of card that I have come up with. I've taken different experiences that I've had in my life, from a child up into a senior citizen, and I have put them into an Aesop fable type of story. I have 3 characters: grandfather, who represents the universe, the divine masculine and the yang energy; grandmother, who represents earth, divine feminine and the yin energy; and grasshopper, who is the student. Now, sometimes Grasshopper is the teacher for grandfather and grandmother. So it's interesting to see the little stories with the little moral at the end, and they're all on this type of card, that size. I also have the mid-sized deck, the mini deck, and let me get, oh, I dropped the box, and the big tarot size. Wonderful little cards. I am finding that every time I do a one-card reading for the videos that I put up every day, the card that I pull seems to tie together what I've just talked about. So having talked about books that I have written and how I've cleared my mind of information to make room for new, and it was a wonderful experience. It was very frustrating too, trying to figure out how to use the program to write the book and then to put it all together. Since then, I've discovered different apps and programs that you can get online to help you with writing. Grammarly, wonderful. I've been using Grammarly for, I think, I started using it after I got into the writing, and I would have really done a lot better had I used that at the beginning. I'm going to cut the cards into 3 stacks, and I always show you the first card. Feelings are just that. They are to be felt and then let go. Make room, Grasshopper, for more feelings to come. This is how we grow, grandfather. Now, isn't that interesting? Because, as I said, writing these 3 books really helped me deal with all the feelings that I had that were in my mind, in my whole body, that were at the time consuming me. And as soon as I got them out in print, on paper, in paperback form, my mind felt clearer. I could understand the feelings that I had a little better, and I just felt at ease. It's a wonderful feeling having done that. And what a wonderful card to come up with today. I am gobsmacked every time I do a one-card reading how these cards are so powerful. They very much are powerful. If you want to get your own deck of cards, there is a 25% off discount coupon code down below in the description. It's in all the descriptions from the first episode up until today. I don't offer the same discount on the Etsy site. It's only a 10% discount, and you'll only find the 25% discount on this YouTube channel. Also on the Rumble, because I have started to put the videos up on Rumble, and I will be getting into more in-depth topics as I'm starting to today. I'll probably start working on the Suicide and Grief book and go through this in the next few videos, and probably in more depth for Rumble. But for now, these are very powerful cards, very powerful. Thank you for spending some time with me. I always feel good about myself after I have spent some time with you. And please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know every time I put up a new video. And I put up a new video every day. So I'll say bye for now. See you tomorrow, and have a great day.